Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am back with an update video. For those who haven't watched, there is a video linked in my description that shows the beginning of my journey when I first trimmed my ends and tried to cut off all the damaged ends to start on this journey to healthy, luscious hair. So about 2.5 months ago, I cut or trimmed my hair in an attempt to get healthy and luscious hair. I haven't really done much to the hair because I'm also trying not to manipulate the hair as much. When I first started this journey, that was not my goal. I was going to go about how I looked at this hair the exact same way that I was doing my hair before, with the only exception being that I was gonna treat the hair. A few days after I made that video and I thought about it, I was like, wait, that makes no sense. How are you going to change or improve something when you are literally gonna be doing the same thing you have been doing and you've gotten no results before? So after realizing I had a very dumb moment, I decided that maybe I should attempt to not put so much heat on my hair and put so much stress on my hair as I have been doing for the past few years in order to get results on this journey for healthy hair. So I still wore the hair with my leave-out and everything, and then after a few weeks I went ahead and I got some knotless box braids as a protective style in an attempt to not manipulate and play with my hair as much. Now, for the past 2.5 months, I have stuck to the aloe vera treatment, where I've literally just cut the aloe vera leaf and apply the gel directly to my hair on my wash days. And I've done it probably 2-3 times before I got the box braids and after I got the box braids. For the first 2.5 weeks that I had the box braids, I was doing the castor oil and just applying oils to my hair and my edges in an attempt to keep them, I don't know. I did that because that's usually what people suggest. So I put the oils in an attempt to just keep my hair moisturized. And I figured because the castor oil was thicker, it would definitely like saturate those strands of hair. But while I was doing that, I get like dandruff a lot. Or I get like dry scalp, I should say. I realized that it was actually just building up in my hair. So I had to figure out something else. And I came across this video of leave-in conditioner for the aloe vera treatment. So I essentially just blended up the aloe vera leaf, peeling it, taking out the gel from the inside, blending it up, and straining it out so it's only the gel left over. And I apply a few essential oils in there. I believe peppermint oil, jojoba oil, and vitamin E oil. And I literally just leave it in the fridge, and every 2 to 3 days I would go through my hair, my braids, row by row by row, and just apply the aloe vera oil. Side note, that actually helped with my dry scalp. And then I had to like look it up, and I read that aloe vera leaf is actually good for like dry scalp. Before I applied the aloe vera leave-in treatment, I washed the braids just to have like a fresh palette to work with and, you know, fresh scalp. And that was about 3 weeks before I took out the braids. For 3 weeks, I applied the oil every 2 to 3 days religiously. And honestly, I had no dry scalp during that time. So that to me was like so perfect. I was like, oh my God, I gotta stay on this aloe vera kick for a little while now because it's helping me with my dry scalp. So that was a side benefit that I wasn't expecting, but I'm happy I found. So now let's get into what I've noticed since I've taken out the box braids and with me using what I've been using for the past 2.5 months. So there hasn't been much change to my hair. It's only been 2.5 months. I don't feel like I'm gonna notice. I don't feel like this is an overnight process. I don't think the road to healthy hair is ever going to be an overnight process. If it is, this is my skeptical look. I don't know how that worked out. Your hair must have not been really damaged for it to just fix itself overnight. So I do believe that this is going to be a process where I'm probably not going to see any real results until you know, 6 to 7 months in if I keep up with trying to incorporate things and do healthy hair. So the only difference that I would say that I've noticed is that my hair seems to be a little bit stronger. It doesn't feel as brittle as it felt a few months ago, because just a few months ago I was literally like scared to comb my hair, because it was like every time I comb my hair, so much of it would come out. So I'm a little bit happier, because when I combed it out this morning, a lot of the hair did not come out, which I was like so relieved. I was so happy about. Now, a good amount of hair did come out while I was taking out the box braids, but I just feel like that's regular. Whenever I do get box braids, I do feel like a lot of hair does come out. I do know that happens. So I had twisted up my hair after I taken out the box braids, and just this morning I combed it out just so that I could make this video, and I was very relieved that there wasn't much hair that came out in the comb. This is actually all the hair that came out of the comb. I believe I showed in the other video exactly how much came out of the comb when I was combing out my hair. Even as I was combing out my hair and I would like do this, strands, like long strands of hair like from my roots would just like come out. And I've been doing that like all morning in an attempt to see if I was gonna see something, and I haven't seen anything. So for that, I am like super relieved that my hair seems to be a little bit stronger, and the hair is literally not just coming out at the roots when I run the comb through it. So that's an improvement that I'm like super, super, super happy with. The other difference that I've noticed with the hair is it seems to be a little bit softer. Now, I'm pretty sure it probably looks dry as heck because I haven't washed my hair in about 3 weeks, and it was in the protective style when it was washed, so I didn't really get a good wash, and it was just the roots that got washed. And when you apply oils to your hair, you're applying it to the roots when it's in box braids, so it's not necessarily penetrating the strands of your hair. But to me, I don't know if it's my imagination, but it definitely feels softer. Again, this morning as I was combing out my hair, I was like, wow, okay, girl, all right. It's not as brittle feeling. It's a little bit softer, feels a little bit stronger. It gave me hope. It gave me hope because I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't expecting anything, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of a believer in genetics is what makes your hair grow or don't grow, or genetics is what makes your hair healthy or unhealthy. So this experiment might just prove me wrong, because it is a belief that I definitely subscribe to 98% of the time. When I say genetics, I don't mean like if you're mixed or if you have like you're half some kind of Caucasian or European and black or half Asian and black. I just mean like your genetics, like your makeup. Like you could be fully black and have really good hair. And I feel like that's because of your genetics. You got that dash of little extra ingredient that's needed for your hair follicles to grow healthy. So that's kind of what I believe, because I've been trying to grow my hair for years and years and years and years. And I've been seeing like no results. So that's kind of proven me wrong a little bit, because in making these simple changes that I've made, I haven't made such big changes. Literally the only 2 changes I've made is applying the aloe vera treatment to my hair. And like I said, I only did that about 3 times before I started doing the leave-in treatment, which I did a little bit more frequently. But yeah, like I'm like loving the softness and the non-brittleness. I hope it stays, and I just hope I could get my hair to a state where I don't need to really do this like as frequently as I'm doing it. We'll see. As far as length of the hair, I don't see a change in the length of my hair. To me, it looks the same. Doesn't feel fuller, doesn't feel thicker. I feel like it's just as thin as it was when I started this 2 months ago. I don't really feel like there's a real change. If you guys see a change, if you've watched the previous video, feel free to comment below and let me know, because sometimes others can see what you can't see. I was like seeing a little bit of what I thought was new growth while I had the braids, and I was like, ooh, I think my hair grew a little bit, but not so much. So right now we're gonna get into the length check so that you can see if you see any difference.